There are two major events that are taking place this weekend. Cyclists from all over the world will continue competing in the 99th Tour de France. The cyclist will begin stage 6 on Friday and complete stages 7 and 8 this weekend. Monday, villagers had the opportunity to receive a signed copy of Marco Rubio's book. As you can see, Camp Village's water sports is one of the most popular events of the summer. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. In golf, the U.S. Women's Open will continue through July 8th. You can expect to see players such as Paula Creamer, the 2010 champion, Natalie Galvis, and the 17-year-old Lexi Thompson. It's Girls' Night Out at Spanish Springs Town Square, an event to bring awareness to cancer research. Reporting from Colony Cottage, I'm Maddie McDaniel. Traveling by train was once a popular way of commuting. Nowadays, people travel all over the world just to see train shows. Monday, campers had that experience. Swing, batter, batter, swing was the theme of Tuesday's Camp Villages, while campers enjoyed a game of wiffle ball. A sea of green flooded both town squares Friday night in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Reporting from Colony Cottage Recreation Center, I'm Maddie McDaniel. It's clear to see the campers had a tasty time. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. Camp Villages kicked off on Tuesday as campers participated in a kickball event at Saddlebrook. During Wednesday's Camp Villages, campers learned all about model planes with the E-Flyers. It's Girls' Night Out at Spanish Springs Town Square. Line dancing is a very popular activity in the villages, and campers learn dances such as the Cupid Shuffle during Camp Villages. Reporting from Knutson Field, I'm Maddie McDaniel. But that's not all that's happening in the sporting world. Check out these other events on your television all weekend long. Sugar and spice and everything nice was the theme of Friday's Camp Villages as campers decorated cupcakes. Campers also got to try out their new skills. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. On Wednesday, campers learned how to decorate a leather book cover. It's Girls' Night Out at Spanish Springs Town Square, an event to raise awareness for cancer research. You drive for show and putt for dough. That's what campers learned Wednesday at Camp Villages. It was card tricks and mind reading Friday during Camp Villages with Magician Tony. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. It's been another successful day of Camp Villages. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. It's been another successful Girls' Night Out at Spanish Springs Town Square. Keep your eye out on the Daily Sun Sports section for up-to-date information concerning all of the local matchups. This has been the Daily Sun Sports Update. I'm Maddie McDaniel. Reporting from Seabreeze Recreation Center, I'm Maddie McDaniel. Thursday at Camp Villages, campers and their grandparents learned how to operate a golf cart correctly and safely. Reporting from the Villages Polo Grounds, I'm Maddie McDaniel. During Thursday's Camp Villages, campers had the opportunity to create sea creatures. Tuesday's Camp Villages kicked into action as campers learned the basics of soccer. Campers splashed into action Friday at Camp Villages at Captiva. Thursday at Camp Villages, campers had the opportunity to learn the basics of archery. Cloud chasing was the name of the game on Friday when campers made kites and then took them to the sky. It's been another successful day of Camp Villages. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. Go ahead, guys. Monday, villagers had the opportunity to receive a signed copy of Marco Rubio's book. He's one of the most talked about, youngest, and well-known politicians, and he made his appearance on Monday, when over 200 villagers and fans gathered at Barnes & Noble awaiting the arrival of Florida State Senator Marco Rubio. The Rubio supporters had the opportunity to meet the senator and receive an autographed copy of his book, An American Son, which the senator characterized as a deeply personal memoir.
So, I wrote this book as a tribute to the American dream. For my parents, the American dream was the desire to leave us better off than themselves, to give us a chance to do the things that they weren't able to do. And so that's what this book is really about. Obviously, I talk about other aspects of our life as well, but ultimately it's a reminder that that's what we're fighting for today. It's not a political book. We don't really talk a lot about politics. We talk a lot more, obviously, about elections, but we really just talk about that, the American dream, and my desire to be a part of ensuring that this generation of Americans has the chance to do the same thing.
The senator is a familiar face to residents of the Villages.
Well, I love coming. I've been coming here since I was a state legislator. We used to do events here, and obviously there's a lot of Republicans here and people that support limited government and free enterprise, so it's great to be around them and draw encouragement from them. But also people living here that have contributed so much to what our country is today. So many veterans, so many people that helped build this country who understand how unique America is and how important it is to preserve it for the next generation.
The media continues to speculate that Rubio could be Mitt Romney's choice for vice president. Rubio won't give a definite answer.
I made a decision a couple months ago not to talk about that anymore, and I think Governor Romney's going through his process, and the last thing that he needs is people that have been speculated about in the media to continue to talk about that. So, I can tell you this for sure. He's going to make a great choice. He's always made good decisions in his life, and he'll make a good decision on this important decision as well.
The tickets were given out at 10 a.m. Monday morning. Some dedicated fans camped out in line since 11 p.m. the previous day. Many villagers felt that the senator would be a good vice president.
I think just because of where he came from, and he struggled, or his family struggled, and that's part of America. Instead of just give for, all the freebies, I think, you got to work for what you have.
You can purchase Marco Rubio's memoir, An American Son, at Barnes & Noble at Lake Sumter Landing. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. Brad Thor made his way to the Villages on Wednesday, signing the latest book, Blacklist. He's young, he's famous, and he's on his 12th book. Critics are calling his books thrilling, addictive, and intense. He made his way to the Villages on Wednesday. The best-selling author Brad Thor made his debut in the Villages, promoting his 12th book, Blacklist.
My new book is called Blacklist, and the concept for Blacklist, if I have to give it in one sentence, it's that someone is adding names to the president's kill list. That's one sentence. But there's a really neat subplot here about the explosion in the United States of surveillance technology. So what's fun about this book is I take some good guys that end up on the president's kill list, but have a hard time getting away long enough from the surveillance technology to clear their names. So it's this neat thing, if you're a new counterterrorism intelligence guy who's used to using lots of tech, how do you unplug and save your own skin? You've got to go do it the way the spies used to do it, and that's what the book's about.
Fans from all over the state of Florida traveled to meet their favorite author. Thor said the feeling of completing a book is indescribable.
It feels fantastic. Every book feels wonderful to complete it. When I wrote my first book over 10 years ago, The Lions of Lucerne, it was incredible to finish writing that book. I figured this is what somebody feels like after they do their first marathon, climb their first mountain, but it's still fun after each book to kind of write the end and say, you know what, yeah, I did another one.
Thor said having people read his book is incredible.
Incredible honor. I get to have the career that I love because of all these wonderful readers who read my books, and people are discovering me every day. That's the neat thing, is I have people say, I've never heard of you before. It's my 12th book, I've been out for 10 years, New York Times bestsellers, but it's just, that for me is fun, that I'm still meeting people who are new to my books, and that's a blast.
You can purchase Thor's books, including Blacklist, at Barnes & Noble. Reporting for the Daily Sun News Show, I'm Maddie McDaniel. There are two major events that are taking place this weekend. Cyclists from all over the world will continue competing in the 99th Tour de France. The cyclist will begin Stage 6 on Friday and complete Stages 7 and 8 this weekend. Cyclists will ride their bikes a total of 3,497 kilometers with 20 stages. Currently in first place is Team Sky, second is Radio Shack, and third is BMC. The United States has one cyclist placed in the top 5 for individual rankings. In golf, the U.S. Women's Open will continue through July 8th. You can expect to see players such as Paula Creamer, the 2010 champion, Natalie Gulbis, and the 17-year-old Lexi Thompson. The golfers will be playing at Black Wolf Run, which is a total of 6,954 yards, and will play to a par of 72. The first tee time is at 7 a.m. with Kathy Harris, amateur Christine Meir, and Allison Walsh. The final tee time will be at 2:42. There are a total of 28 amateurs competing in the tournament. You can watch the second round Friday on ESPN2 from 4 to 8. But that's not all that's happening in the sporting world. Check out these other events on your television all weekend long. Keep your eye out on the Daily Sun Sports section for up-to-date information concerning all of the local matchups. This has been the Daily Sun Sports Update. I'm Maddie McDaniel.
Welcome back. With the latest on entertainment in the Villages, here's our own Maddie McDaniel.
As usual, it's going to be a great weekend for entertainment in the Villages. Let's see who's going to be on stage in the coming days. Going out Thursday night, why not drive the golf cart to Lake Sumter Landing for Market Night with Empire? At Spanish Springs, Jim Rast will be playing. At Katie Bell's, it's early entertainment with Tony D from 12:30 to 4 p.m. Then it's Rocky and the Rollers from 6 to 10. On Friday, the Sugar Bear Band will rock Lake Sumter Landing, and James Wynn will take over Spanish Springs. Then at Katie Bell's, Carol Ann will perform from noon to 3:30 p.m. Mary Jo Vitelli is up from 4 to 6 p.m. Then it's Cactus Jack and the Cadillacs from 7 to 11 p.m. Saturday, the rocking entertainment continues with the Dan Story Band at Lake Sumter Landing. At Spanish Springs, it's Leanne Noel Band. Then Tony D will provide early entertainment at Katie Bell's from noon to 4 p.m., followed by Susie Casta from 4:30 to 6:30. Then Cactus Jack and the Cadillacs will take the stage again from 7 to 11 p.m. And don't forget to check out a great Villages weekend on AM 640 WVLG. Now let's get back to the Daily Sun News Show.
Thanks, Maddie. Today's Villager of the Day is Hemingway resident Mary Elizabeth Crane. Thanks for keeping it here. Now let's check in with Maddie McDaniel, who has all the details on upcoming entertainment right here in the Villages.
Here in the Villages, great entertainment is always right around the corner. If you're planning a night out this weekend and you're looking to rock and roll, here's who'll be on stage around the community. On Thursday night, enjoy Market Night at Lake Sumter Landing with the sounds of the Character Show Band. At Spanish Springs, Street Talk Duo will whip out their acoustic guitars for an unplugged show. At Katie Bell's, Rocky James will provide early entertainment from 12:30 to 4 p.m. Then Carol Ann will perform from 6 to 10 p.m. Stop by Lake Sumter Landing on Friday evening for a fun night with Rocky and the Rollers. If you find yourself at Spanish Springs at night, you can listen to Scooter the DJ. It's early entertainment at Katie Bell's with Mary Jo Vitelli from noon to 3:30 p.m. Cactus Jack and the Cadillacs will then take the stage from 7 to 11 p.m. And on Saturday at Lake Sumter Landing, the Caribbean Chillers will take you to the tropics. The Christy Vale Trio will rock Spanish Springs, and at Katie Bell's, it's early entertainment with Carol Ann from noon to 4 p.m. and Susie Casta from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Then it's Cactus Jack and the Cadillacs again from 7 to 11 p.m. With so much entertainment to choose from, you're guaranteed to have a good time this weekend. And don't forget to check out AM 640 WVLG for a great Villages weekend with Frank Messina. Now let's get back to the Daily Sun News Show.
Thanks, Maddie. Time now to meet today's Villager of the Day, who comes to us from Wheaton, Illinois.